Hi, my name is Michi Held. Welcome to Daily Drum Lesson. Today I want to show you how you use grooves as fills. The whole idea is actually very simple. Sometimes you just don't need to play a fill. Well, it is fun to play something like this. But more often than not, simple is better. But what if you want to play a transition from, let's say, a verse to a chorus, but you don't want to play a fill? Well, you can use a different groove for that. And today I want to give you some ideas on how to do that. Let's say this is the groove you are playing. And a cool way to change things up is to just play quarter notes on the snare instead of the 2 and the 4. You have definitely heard that because people do it all the time. Another cool idea is to double one of the backbeats. Let's just play an additional snare on 4 and. This is just a very tiny variation, but it still is a variation and might be just what the song needs. You can of course also double the first backbeat, but instead of putting a snare behind it, let's put one in front on count 1 and. Or if you're feeling extra fancy today, just do both. Alright, in all the examples so far we stayed very close to the original groove. But what if you want to go one step further? So here is another classic for you. This groove doesn't have a name, but I like to call it 3-3-2 groove. And it's really simple. We want to play a kick or a snare on every 8th note. And we do this with 2 groups of 3 and 1 group of 2. So we play snare, kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick. Let's go. Of course you can change the groups up. Let's go for kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick, snare. We could also play 2 snares instead of 2 kicks in the group of 3. How about kick, snare, snare, kick, snare, snare, kick, snare? If you need more variation in your life, you can also play the group of 2 in the beginning or in the middle. Here is how that sounds. As you can see, here already the possibilities are endless. But these work best with a simple groove, like the one we just used, a straightforward 8th note groove. When you use these together with a more busy groove with more 16th notes, it seems to slow things down instead of adding forward momentum and driving the beat. So if you have a busy groove with a lot of 16th notes, you can use the same context but as 16th notes. Snare, kick, kick, snare, kick, kick, snare, kick. Of course, you could use all the variations we used earlier. But the problem is that this is now only half a bar long, since we play it twice as fast. So we could just double this. But what sounds even cooler is when we add more groups of 3. We can fit in 5 snare kick kicks, and then we are left with 1 note, and we will just play the snare here. And again, you can of course change these groups to whatever you like. Let's do one more. We go for kick, kick, snare. At first we changed just the snare. Then we went for these 3-3-2 grooves. But what also might work is to just play any groove other than the one you have been already playing. I mean, this is music, this is not rocket science. So something like this might totally work. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you like this, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to make more videos like this possible, consider donating to my Patreon campaign. And I'll see you next Friday. Bye bye.